Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another timeless speaker card reading. So today's speaker card reading is going to be another collaboration between myself and Gian from Scarlet Serpent Tarot. And we haven't really named the topic or the theme of this collaboration, but this pick card reading is going to be dedicated specifically for those of you who have been answering your heart or your soul's calling, you who have been doing the things that call to your soul, that calls to your heart, who have been doing things out of love or out of enjoyment, but you don't get anywhere with that. And by getting nowhere, it means that it doesn't bring you any rewards or any tangible result that you can enjoy from doing something that you love. And Gian and I think that this topic hasn't been covered enough, and it's high time that we cover this, because in the spiritual community we often say things like, oh, just do what you love, just do what you enjoy, and then when you do it out of love, everything else will follow, the money will follow, the success will follow, and you will be able to do it full time and things like that. But in reality, it's not always the case. And the case in point is myself, because I have been doing I have been growing this channel like since 3 or 4 years ago. I have been putting a lot of effort, a lot of money into it, but like the growth has been really slow, and it's even stunted right now, if I want to be honest. So if you are in the same position as I am, maybe you are asking, what have I done wrong? I have been following my heart. I have taken that leap of faith of doing something that I love, but it seemed like it doesn't work. It doesn't bring me anywhere. It just bring me to a dead end. So maybe you have been asking that question, and this collaboration pick a card hopefully will be able to give you an answer and guidance on how you can make it happen. Okay, so I am going to cover why doing what you love doesn't work or doesn't bring you to the place where you want to be. And Gian is going to cover the question of how exactly can you do that, how you can turn something that you love, something a hobby, an interest that you just love doing without any ulterior or any interior motives, into something that will bring you reward, something that will get you recognition, or even material results, or maybe can be turned into a full-time profession. So yeah, that's what we are going to do today, and I am going to put the link to Gian's video down below in the description box. So if you watch my video first, you can click the link to go to his video and see how exactly you can make this work. How exactly can you manifest success and abundance from doing what you love. Okay, so yeah, we have 3 options here as usual. For the first option, we have this Japanese lucky charm. I forgot the name of it. I think it's omamori. Yeah, omamori. So you can find this in temples in Japan. They come in various colors. And I think people who come to the temple with a wish or a prayer, they can take one of these and like carry it like some sort of a lucky charm to manifest what they want. For the second pile, we have this coin purse or pouch. This is I recently bought this from Korea, and I just love the color purple, so yeah. And for the third option, we have this red string pouch, or pouch string, whatever it is. So yeah, all the objects here have something to do with money or with manifestation or wishes. Okay, so choose the object that you feel most called to, or you can also choose by pile number 1, 2, and 3, and the timestamp as usual will be in the description box below and in the comment section, and I will also put Gian's video in the description box so you can go to his video after you watch this one. Okay, so let's get started and I will see you in your pile. Hello, my pile number one. So if you resonate with this Japanese lucky charm or omamori, this is going to be a reading that will answer your question as to why doing what you love or doing what brings your heart joy doesn't get you anywhere or doesn't bring you any tangible or rewards in the 3D, whether it is in form of money or recognition or success. Okay, so we are going to see why it doesn't work, why it doesn't bring you the abundance, or why it doesn't get you to where you want to be despite the time and energy and money that you have put into this passion project or whatever it is that you are passionate about. Okay, so we are going to ask, first of all, I'm going to ask the question as to what is this passion, what is this thing that calls to your heart and soul and that you enjoy doing, that you have been trying to turn into a full-time profession. What is it? Okay, I'm asking God, the universe, and the spirit guide and ancestor of my pile number ones to show us, to show pile number one whether this is their pile by showing us what is it that they are passionate about, that they want to turn into something that is rewarding or something that will help them reach their dream. What is it? What is it that they are passionate about, that they have been trying to manifest into a success and abundance, but so far they haven't managed to do so. So what is it? What is the pile number one's thing? So universe, God, ancestor and spirit guides of pile number one, what is their thing that they have been doing out of love but it doesn't get them nowhere? What is it? What is it? What is their passion? Okay, we have that. I just feel like I need to pull one more for clarity. What is it that they just love doing and it doesn't bring them or get them anywhere? So let's see. We have activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you are led. We have you are not for everyone, embrace your weirdness, face your true north. So this can be anything, but I think this is something that is uniquely you and only you can do it, and only you have a passion big enough to do this, rain or shine. So for each of you it can be something different. We are going to clarify with tarot later as to what this thing is. Empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what is not yours. Interesting. Activated earth. So what I can say for you, pile number one, is that you have a very high sensitivity, like from this card over here, because it says power places and ley lines. So I think you have a very powerful connection with the universe, with your spirit guides, with your ancestor. You are my spiritual pile. So you don't have to be like a psychic or a spiritual worker or a tarot reader to be considered into this pile or group. You can also be an artist, you can be a painter, a musician, but it's like when you compose your music or when you paint, or if you are a writer or an author, when you write, you feel like it's a very spiritual experience. It's like you are connected with the greater universe and you write, you compose, you create something that brings some sort of message to humanity. it's almost like whatever passion that you have, that you have been investing energy into, that you wish to turn into a full-time profession or something that you do for a living. It involves bringing a message to humanity, bringing a message to people from different ways of life, from people all over the world, through different mediums, through art, to creation, through channeling. So it can be anything. But one thing is for sure, you enjoy channeling through your art or through a spiritual work that you do. Messages that you believe is needed by this work, or messages that it's like you are a messenger of the gods, you know. You are a messenger of the higher realms, the spirit, that it's like you are like a prophet, you know. You are like a prophet, but a modern prophet. So you bring messages to this world that brings healing, that brings maybe assurance, or that you bring messages that touch people's heart, people's souls, and awaken their spirit. Yeah, you awaken people's spirit, because we have power places, ley lines. So this is like a gateway between the human world and the spiritual world, and you are that gate. You function as that gate through what you are doing, and it's like your strongest gift, strongest natural gift, spiritual gift. And we have You Are Not For Everyone. So if you are a songwriter, if you are a writer, if you're an author, if you're a painter, the way you write, the way you create is something that cannot be replicated by anyone else. And the message that you convey to people through your art, through your creation, through your channeling is also very unique. Like, it's for specific people or for specific issues. So, for example, there are authors who specialize in writing children's book, and there are authors who specialize in writing romantic novels, but in a way that that is not what do you call that? Not very common. Like they write romantic novels for example, for people who are queer, romantic novels for LGBTQ people. So what you do is very unique, both in message and in audience, and only you can do that. So I remember that there is this child author, I forgot who, I think they write a book for grieving children. I think the book's title is called A Monster's Call, and that is like a children's book, but it has a very profound message to it about children who struggle with the possibility of losing a parent, the way a child process grief of losing their parents. So you are doing things like that, okay? You are doing something that is very specific and very unique, and your style and the message that you convey through what you are doing are both very unique. So nobody can copy you, nobody can do it like you do, okay? And we have empathic starseed. So yeah, you are very sensitive to people's problems, issues. I think you have a very big heart. I think you have a very compassionate heart, and you are someone who can feel people's pain. So whatever you do, it's like you channel message from above, from the spiritual realm, to people who need comfort, to people who need advice, to people who are lost, to people who are probably angry or depressed or stressed out. So again, this can be anything. You can be an artist. I mean, you can even be singer, like maybe like say Coldplay or BTS, who write songs that you can feel in your soul, songs that touch your spirit, songs that have meanings in its lyric, and like not like songs that people create that are, you know, shallow. Like so many pop songs out there are shallow, like the lyrics don't really have any weight to it, they don't have any significance to it. But there are certain artists like Coldplay and BTS who write songs that reflect people's struggles, that heal and comfort soul and spirit. Like take like for example Coldplay's Fix You. I mean, that song is very soothing and very comforting for people who, you know, who feel like they are a failure or feel like they are a loser. I mean, that song is very comforting. So you do things like that. But aside from that, you can also be like someone who is like an advisor, whether it's spiritual advisor or whether you are a psychiatrist. I don't think psychiatrist, but it's more spiritual, like psychologist or therapist. Yeah, therapist. But you are more like, because we have this activated earth, so I think your work is a bit more spiritual rather than medical or rather than practical, you know. So you touch people's life, you heal people through your skills, through your art, through maybe teaching yoga, through maybe giving people advices like tarot reading or anything like that, or by listening to people's problem and giving advice. So maybe you are a licensed therapist or something like that, but your approach is probably more holistic rather than medical, okay, because we have this activated earth. So you are an empath. You are an empath who can feel people's problem, and you have this knack of knowing what to tell people at the right place in the right time. So you sense people's need, and sometimes it may drain you because, like, say if you are a therapist and you have like several heavy cases of maybe I don't know suicide tendencies or heavy depression, like it will take its toll on your mental health as well, because you are an empath. So you need to draw boundaries. So if we get back to this main question of why it hasn't worked, then maybe it has to do with you being an empath and you need to take frequent breaks, because this kind of job can be really taxing because you are a very sensitive soul. Okay, so let's see. At the bottom of the deck, we have Breath of the Cosmos, My Will to Thy Will, Micromanaging the Universe. So maybe one of the reasons it hasn't worked out for you is because the timing isn't right. So for example, you want to be an artist, you want to leave your full-time job, but at this point in time you haven't got enough money to support yourself. You haven't become financially independent. And yeah, we often say things like just take the leap of faith and the money will follow, but in reality you cannot always do that. I think sometimes the spiritual community like overestimate the easiness of turning something you love into a full-time profession. But I know a lot of tarot readers who have like full-time job and they do tarot readings just because they love it, just because just because, you know, just because they so call them to do it. But in reality, like, you cannot hurry your hobby to make money, because then the intention will not be pure anymore, you know. So maybe you love to write, books, but in order to support your daily lives, pay your taxes, pay your bills, because unfortunately we live in the 3D world. You have to, you know, you have to do what a lot of people do. You have to do work that pays you monthly in order to be able to do that, or to pay your taxes, your bills, especially if you have a family. Like, you cannot just, you know, quit your job and do something that you love and gain success overnight. It will take a lot of time. So yeah. So I'm going to pull another question, another card for the question of, for those of you who have done this for a while now. Like, maybe you have maybe some of you have two jobs. Like, probably you work 9 to 5 and you are doing something on the side, and you wish for this thing to grow into something that will replace your 9 to 5 work, but so far you haven't been able to do that. Like, it is going nowhere. Okay, so universe got spirit guides of pile number 1. I almost said pile number 1 and 2, so maybe you need to check out pile number 2. Can you give a card for pile number 1, especially for those who probably have done this for quite a while and they haven't seen any result? Why doing what they love and putting so much effort into it doesn't work? Like, are they in the wrong path, or are they supposed to do something else? Why it doesn't work for them, even though they have put a lot of effort into it? Perspective, none of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. Maybe I need to clarify that. Let's see. None of this matter. Zoom out, common ground. So just by this card alone, I think the universe is trying to tell you, you don't have to make this a full-time profession. Like, it is meant to remain like a side job. Because again, there are two reasons. Maybe if you do this full-time, you will not be able to, like, it will take a great toll on your mental and spiritual health, because you are very empathic and you are a star seed. So so maybe if you do this full time, it's like you will be overwhelmed with people's problem, with the world's problem. You will be overwhelmed. You will be depressed, because you are an empathic star seed. So maybe there is a need for you to do a lot of grounding work in order not to be affected by the world's problem that you feel called to address, you know. So if you are a songwriter, a singer, if you feel overwhelmed by the world's problem or by what is happening in the world, and you write songs about that, it's like it will affect your mental health, because you feel what people feel. So maybe that's why the universe doesn't allow you to turn this into a full-time profession, and they are trying to tell you that it doesn't matter. Like, as long as you do what you love, it doesn't matter if it's just a side job, or like if you are not doing it full-time, doesn't mean that you don't answer the call. It still counts. It still counts. Okay, zoom out, common ground. So let me check the guidebook to see if there is any specific message from the author of this deck about this card. Okay, perspective. Take a step back and look at the bigger picture of your life. Step away from the blinker vision and reactive frame of mind of me against them. Change your perspective, shift your point of view, and zoom out, out, out. We are but a speck of dust in the universe, yet we think everything revolves around us. So I think you have this mindset of it has to be, you have to be in this 100% or not at all. But what the universe is saying is that it doesn't matter whether you do this as a hobby or as something on the side. What matters is that you are doing it and you already answered the call. And it's like, because you are on earth, it's like you have to be balanced. So you have this, on the other hand, you have this calling, because you are a starseed, to to lift up humanity, to bring messages that touch people's spirit, that awaken people's spirit. But you also have to earn money like everybody else, so you have to do jobs that actually bring you a monthly income. So the universe wants you to be balanced in that, and not like it's either this or the other. It's either 100% into this or not at all. Okay? We see the planet as ours to own and conquer. So you want to make it big. You want to make this a big thing. But I think the universe wants you to know that this spiritual gift is not meant to become something that brings you popularity. Like, it will not make you a popular artist or something. Like, because there are artists who, maybe when they start out, their songs have more, it's like their songs are more relatable to the general public, relatable to everyday problems. But as they become more popular and more popular and more popular, they collaborate with other artists, mainstream artists, and their music become more mainstream, instead of being unique and address a specific situation that specific people need to hear, So I think by zooming out, you will see that, for example, if you are an artist or songwriter or a singer or a painter or a writer, if you become famous, you will not be free to convey the message that the universe wants you to convey to your audience. It's like you won't be so free anymore to do that, because you have to conform to the market, because you are already popular. So you have to follow the mainstream, you have to follow the market. Like, for example, if you are an LGBTQ or indie artist, and then you enter the mainstream market and become popular, you cannot just write what you want anymore. You are not free to create as you wish or as you feel called to create. You have to follow what the agencies tell you to write or to sing, and you won't be free anymore. And your gift becomes wasted on things that are less significant, that is more mainstream, that doesn't bring help or comfort to people's spirit and soul. I hope you get what I mean here. So we see the planet as ours to own and conquer, pillaging the land and setting ourselves up for our eventual extinction. Yeah, basically what I just said. We build fences and walls and create invisible borders. Mother Earth doesn't need us to survive, but we need her. It's time to wake up. A new perspective is urgently needed. I won't read everything because I don't want to waste a lot of time in this. We are wasting our precious time and resources fighting each other when we should be coming together to heal what's been severed. So maybe there is maybe for some of you who wonder why it doesn't work, why, like for example, if you are a tarot reader, I have been in this for years, and my subscriber is just 1K, while other tarot readers who like maybe start later than I did, they gain like maybe 20k followers in just 1 year or something like that, and it becomes a source of envy and competition. And when you are supposed to just do your thing, maybe the what is destined for you is not something big, but something that is special. And something special doesn't always need to be big, you know. Like honestly, I follow other tarot readers channels as well, and often the message that resonate with me come from smaller channels. So so yeah, I'm not saying that bigger channels don't are not resonating, or their message are not in alignment with the universe or what things like that. No, but it's like you just do you, and don't compare your scale of influence with somebody else's, because you have your own path, you have your own niche, you know, and it's meant to be. It's like it's your destiny on this earth. Maybe not to be popular, but to touch a lot of lives, or to touch people who need your help. So it's like the one choose the wizard or something like that, you know. This life is a fleeting moment in the tapestry of your soul experience. So another thing is that maybe you are not meant to do just this one thing. Maybe there will come a time when you need to shift into the different medium. So maybe you have a lot of gifts or talents, and you are meant to try them all. But all these gifts and talent, even though they are different, the purpose is the same. It is to touch people's life, heal people's life, and comfort people. That is your destiny on this earth. And you are not meant to do that just through one thing. So you will switch to different interests later, or different gifts as needed from you. Your soul experience is a flash in the timeline of the known universe. So yeah, basically, you are just one candle among many candles that light up this dark earth. So just do what you are able or what you are capable of doing, and don't force yourself to become big or to become popular by doing what you love. Just do it out of love, and you already serve humanity. And maybe in years to come, you will switch into a different thing, but it's still the same. You are still brightening and touching people's life. So yeah, so it's like you just go with the flow, okay? So it's not meant, this gift or this passion is not meant to be the one and only for you. It's not meant to be it's like, it's not meant to be your ultimate goal, okay? It's not even meant to be a goal. It's just like one of your life's purpose, one of many life purpose you have, okay? All right, so I don't know if I need to clarify that card again, but let's see. So just clarify perspective, spirit guide. Can we get a clarification on perspective as to why doing what you love, but doing what pile number one loves to do, doesn't bring them anywhere? Why? And why the answer is perspective. Can we get a clarification, please? Thank you. Okay, Six of Swords. All right, so I think that's enough. So first card up is the Six of Swords. So I think you have your own problems to solve. You have your own family issues to solve. And the universe doesn't want you to burden yourself by making this like a big mission on earth for you. they just want you to do this at your own pace, in your own time, so that you will not be overwhelmed or overburdened. Because if you make a living solely by doing this, you will be overwhelmed. You will receive a lot of pressure. Like, for example, like say, let me use tarot readers again. So if you are a big channel, people will expect more from you, more content, more I don't know, more anything. Same with singers, same with bands. Like, people expect a lot of things from them, and sometimes it's difficult for them to, you know, maintain the why they are doing this in the first place, like maintaining that integrity. So the universe wants you to just sail through this peacefully, doing this peacefully, so that you can become an effective channel for people who need you. Oops, I think I got cut by my camera. Yeah, so I think the universe wants you to do this with a peaceful heart, with no pressure, with the Six of Swords. Seven of Wands, and what is this? King of Coins. Yeah, I think if you go about this slower, in your own pace, like not rushing to make this a big thing, like if you do this as a hobby and you don't really care how long it will take for you, and you don't even have the thought of making it big, actually your foundation will be stronger. Because like if you just do this on the side, like in your free time, you will be able to enjoy doing it more, rather than if you do this as a full-time job, you know. Because if you do this as a full-time job, it's not for pleasure anymore, and it will affect the quality of it, you know. So the universe wants you to just take this as a gift that you use when you have spare time, when you have good enough rest, and when you are not bogged down by a lot of issues. Like the universe wants you to indulge in your passion when you have the time. And when you do it that way, in a slow, easy, and relaxed way, actually, like it will grow into something that is much stronger. And maybe 10 years from now, who knows, it will become big on its own. Like it will grow on its own without you having to wait or having to strive or push for it. And I think if you do it like slowly, like without targets, you will become more resilient with time. And it's like you will know how to handle any problems that comes with this passion or this gift. And also, if you are doing this from a place of financial independence, like you have a steady job or you don't have to worry about money, actually it will fuel your passion even more. And that's why the universe doesn't want you to put pressure into your passion to make it a full-time profession, because they want you to do this for joy, for passion, for the love of it. So they want you to take it slow and to do it just when you have time, so that it will have more powerful, more oomph, more impact, you know. All right. So we will see what internal factors keep you from making this into something that is materially rewarding. Let's see, what is the internal block? I mean, I think we already got like quite some answer as to why doing what you love doesn't get you to where you want to be. I think the most of the answer are already answered, but let's see what is the internal block, if there is any, that prevents you from making your hobby or your interest, from turning it into something that actually brings reward or result. What is the internal block that keeps the pile number 1 from doing that? Oh. Okay, I will take them all. 2 of Cups, 9 of Coins, 6 of Coins. Internal block. Yeah, I think the answer is like more or less the same. So actually, you will enjoy your hobby more if you are not struggling financially. And if you want to turn this into a full-time profession, it's like it will affect the quality, because you feel obliged to do it. Like maybe say you have a tarot channel and you want to reach like maybe some 10,000 subscriber, then you have to kind of compromise your integrity. Like you have to do topics that people enjoy to watch, and you cannot cover topics that actually you feel called to cover, right? Maybe topics about depression or topics about people's struggles, because you know most viewers of tarot reading like to watch about love and romance and things like that, when you are actually feel called to talk about something else. So if you become a tarot reader full-time, you will have this pressure of, oh, I have to make money from this, I have to get rewards from this, I have to create contents that attract people to my channel, and so that they will so that I can become sponsor, so that I can become monetized, or so that people will come to me for private readings. And if that if you turn it into a full-time profession, and that pressure comes with that, then your tarot reading will not be pure anymore. So in order for you to really enjoy what you are doing, money has to be out of the equation. It's like you have to get your main source of income from something else that you are skilled, that you are very skilled in, like because this is Pentacles and this comes after 8 of Pentacles. So I think you have a skill that maybe an earthly skill, say maybe accounting or translation or something like that, that you are already very experienced in. You already have like official qualification in it, and you can use that to as your main source of income, so that you can give back to people through your gifts, through something that you really love or that you really enjoy, that fulfills your heart and soul. I hope you get where I'm going here, okay? So that's the internal block. It's money. It's money, and how money will how money will affect what used to be a hobby, what used to be something that you share freely with other people just because you love it and just because you feel called to it, okay? Yeah, Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It's like you have to do it out of love, and it's like if you do it this way, like not as a full-time profession, actually you will enjoy it more. It will, because there is no expectation or pressure that comes with it. It's like you just enjoy it. It's like Jesus turning water into wine. It's like because you have a job, stable job, you are able to give more to other people, and what you give will be of good quality, will be something that is very significant, because it's pure. Like it doesn't come with pressure, it doesn't come with expectation, it's pure, okay? Yeah, the sun. You are meant to do this for fun. And it's like, yeah, I think the universe want to say to you that you can have fun, bless people, and gain your spirit, like connect with your soul tribe through doing this as a hobby. And it doesn't necessarily have to be something like a full-time job, because like with this perspective card, it doesn't matter. Like life purpose is not the same as career. Life purpose is something that you do every day just because you love it. So as long as you do it in your spare time, when you feel fulfilled, when you feel stable, then you have done the purpose. Then you have fulfilled other people's heart as well as yours. Okay. So is there any external block that prevents them from making this something? The moon. I think this talks about, yeah, this talks about uncertainty and mystery, but I think this is just reiterating what I just said. So the external block is that if you get famous by doing this, or if you turn this into a full-time profession, if you start to get a lot of money from it, it will affect your integrity. You will no longer, it's like everything will become unclear for you. So you will be a little bit like unsure whether you are doing this just because you love it, or whether you are doing this for money or for rewards. Like the motives become blur and unclear. Let me clarify. Please clarify the moon card as to external block. Why the moon card? Whoa. We have that. It didn't jump out, but it's like sticking out of the deck. So we have the Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords, Ten of Wands. Yeah, so these are talking about pressure. And so if you turn this into a full-time profession, it's like it will give you a lot of stresses, because you have to meet people's expectation, your target audience expectation from you, even though you may not like it, or you will be controlled by people who finance you or sponsor you. You will be controlled by them, and you will be overwhelmed because you need to produce content every time, even when you don't feel like it, even when you are out of inspiration. And with the Death card here, I think it's saying that if you decide to do this as a full-time thing, you will not enjoy it anymore. It will become like a job to you. So I think the internal and external block here are intertwined. Basically, it's like if you try to get recognition, or if you try to do this full-time, it will actually affect the quality. It will kind of blur the your boundaries. And because you are empath, you cannot just create when people ask you to create. You need to be in the right mental and emotional state to create, because you easily get run out of batteries. You need to recharge, and you cannot do that if you turn this into a full-time profession. You cannot do it every time you feel like it. You have to do it based on demands from other people, and it's going to be like it's going to affect the quality of the result of what you do in a negative way, you know. All right, so now I don't think we need advice on how you can gain some reward from this. I think you will gain rewards, but maybe not as much as you hope to be, because because the universe doesn't intend you to turn this into a job. It is not meant to be a job, okay? So I will just ask any final messages on this topic for pile number 1 as to how they can turn their passion into something that will take them where they want to be. Yeah. What's the advice for pile number 1? How they can do that? How they can... Inner desires, number 16. Set some intention. You are entering a phase of plenty or may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. So I think this is saying as long as you do it out of love, it's like you will be rewarded, maybe not in the form of like you get more clients or more monetary rewards from doing this, but from other sources. Like you will always have enough money to fund you, to finance your hobby or to finance your passion. So if you do this without expectation, it's like the reward will come in a way that you can never expect. So if you have expectation, it will not happen. But if you stop putting expectation or pressure into this thing, into your passion, it's like the reward will come at the time and in a way that you don't expect, okay? Oh, any other messages? Just one more. Any other messages regarding this for pile number 1? Oh, okay. Keeping it in check. Pay attention to what is going on around you. You may be moving too quickly or missing some important details. Yeah, this is talking about money. So for some of you, maybe you can do this full time when you already kind of retire. So you are hurrying this. You probably can do this when you have reached a point where you are economically or financially independent, because I believe that this thing, you actually will enjoy doing this thing and will give more joy to people who listen or who who will be the recipient of your creation if you do this in a relaxed manner, if you do this like just on the side, just because you love it, because there will be no expectations. So you are moving too quickly and missing some important details. So I think the important details is how making this into something, into a full-time profession, will actually affect the quality of your creation. And of course, moving too quickly, meaning that actually what you create will be so much better when you already have no worries about money. Okay, so I hope you get the message here. I hope this reading, wow, it's almost 1 hour. So I hope this reading will answer your question as to why doing your passion or doing what you love doesn't get you anywhere, because you are meant to do this as part of your everyday and not as a specific profession. Okay, so that's for you, pile number 1. So if you are still unsatisfied, or if you are if you still need more advice, you can go to Gian's reading down below in the description box. I will put the link there. If you still want to know how you can get reward or how you can get somewhere with your passion. Okay, so that's for you, pile number 1. Thank you so much. If you want to book a personal reading, my details are down below, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Hello, my pile number 2. So if you chose this purple coin purse, this is going to be your reading on why doing the things that you love or doing the things that brings your heart joy doesn't get you anywhere. So like I said in the intro, this reading is specifically for those of you who want to turn your what you love, or what your heart and soul is calling you to do, into a full-time profession, or into a career, or into something that you can live off from, but it just doesn't work. And this is a collab reading between me and Gian from Scarlet Serpent Tarot, and I personally think that this topic is something that we need to hear more, because I think sometimes the spiritual community overestimate the power of law of attraction. So they often say things like, if you enjoy what you are doing, if you do what you love, it's like success and abundance will come to you. But in your case, perhaps it's not the case, and we will find out why in this reading. And Gian's reading, which I will link down below in the description box, is going to show further how you can turn something you love into a full-time profession or career, or something you can live off from. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, I'm just going to do like some vibe check to see if this is your reading. So I will ask, what is this thing that you love to do, that you enjoy doing, that brings your heart, that brings joy to your heart and soul, that you want to turn into your full-time career or profession. So for example, if you love dancing, you want to become a good dancer, want to become a famous dancer, or maybe if you are an aspiring actor or actresses, you want to become a Broadway artist, but you probably have gone to audition and things, but you keep getting rejected, and you just don't know why, because maybe you have done everything that you can to make this work, but it just doesn't work. So you're probably wondering why I'm following my passion doesn't work. So what is pile number 2's passion, Spirit? Just to give them a hint as to whether this is their pile. What is their passion? What is it that they love doing? What is it that they enjoy so much? Is it like songwriting? Is it dancing? Is it acting? What is it? Can you get a little bit more specific, Spirit Guides? Thank you. Pile number 2. What is it that they enjoy? What is it that they love? They want to turn into full-time profession, but doesn't work. Let's see. A new earth is it's happening. Keep holding the vision. So this card actually has some sort of hope in it. Keep holding the vision, meaning that you are on the right track. That is the first thing that your spirit guides want to tell you. You are on the right track. And with a new earth, I think you want to turn this earth into a better place. You want people on this earth to get enlightened on things they have been blinded to. So I know that sounds really spiritual and surreal, but it's like, say if you are let's say that you are a K-pop singer, or you are a K-pop trainee, and you want to become famous because you love singing, you love dancing, but at the same time you also want to put out music and art and choreography that has never been seen by anyone before, that is like a little bit out there. So and what comes to my mind is the word alien. So it's like, it's almost like you are an artist, maybe you are a dancer, singer, actor, and you want to do indie movies, or movies that are strange, movies that have never been done before. Let me use Daniel Radcliffe as an example. So before, he was known as playing Harry Potter, but then he break the mold and he star in movies that are kind of strange. He has star in movies in which he becomes a living zombie. Living zombie that farts. I mean, and he has also played Weird Al Yankovic. So his roles are very unique, very diverse. So I think you are that kind of person. You just want people to get entertained in an unusual way. Or if you are a director, for example, or if you're an author, you want to write or direct a movie that nobody has seen or watched or read before, but which is really thought-provoking. Yeah, I think you are someone who likes to provoke other people to think about issues that they never thought before, or knowing something about human nature that they never know before. So you have this knack or talent or passion to surprise people with thought-provoking materials or mind-blowing dance or music, something that nobody has ever done before. And at the bottom of the deck we have Inner Earth. You will survive this new solution and beginnings. So yes, you have been struggling, maybe because you are considered too unique and too bold, like this color purple. And this reminds me of the movie Color Purple, especially the newest one, the 2023 version. So it tells this story about this woman, Sally, a black woman, and she lives in a world where women, especially black women, are in the lowest, are considered the lowest human beings. Like, they have to suffer in the hands of their fathers, their husband. They have to stay at home and serve their husband and their fathers' needs, whether it's sexual needs or so. They are treated like a slave. They are treated like a slave. But in the color purple, these women actually have a really bold and strong heart, and they have a very unique personality and talent. And when they eventually broke through the stereotypes and rebel against the pressure that the society put on them, they shine. They just shine. It's like the I think one of the characters said something in the movie that God loves beauty, and that's why God creates the color purple, because the color purple stands out from other colors because it's a bold color. It's a color that stands out and that is so vibrant, so rich. So the women in the color purple, they are women who are very talented, very special, very unique, whether it's in their personality or in their talents or skill. And once they break out and rebel against the society, what the society demands from them, which is to become meek, which is to become a housewife or a mother, when they break out of those stereotypes, they create miracles. And I think that's your passion. So what is this unique thing that you love to do? I just want to get more specific on what is it that you really enjoy doing. What is your passion specifically? So this is more like not limited to a specific job or specific career field, but more into that's the word. I should have used the word from the very beginning. Innovation. You are someone who is very creative and innovative, and you don't like to create things that other people have created before. You don't like to create generic things, okay? So that is your passion. You want to be a trailblazer. And the reason why we have Inner Earth you'll survive this. New solution and beginnings, and all paths lead home. I think it's an assurance from your spirit guides that you can always turn to them for comfort when you are brought down, when you feel like you will never succeed, and when your spirit is broken because you cannot bring this dream or passion of yours into reality. I think this is a promise from the universe that you should keep on going. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. So they want you to see that you are magical. Maybe people around you have put you down and say that what you create, what you invent are weird, and it's like nobody want that kind of thing. So for example, I want to take BTS as an example. So when they first debut, most of the K-pop groups they put out like generic love pop songs, and they are the only group that does hip hop, and that's why they are not taken seriously. They struggle to get fans and to get people to listen to their song because it's too hardcore for K-pop. But then they learn to blend into the K-pop music the industry, and to mix their hardcore lyric with something that is unique with K-pop, like not putting out R&B and hip hop songs all the time, but mixed different genres together, and it works. So yeah, I think you have not been successful and you have been rejected because what you brought to the table is too innovative, maybe too alien for people's taste. Yeah, something like that. And speaking of which, so I bought this purse in Korea, and the color purple is called so the Korean word for purple is Bora. And if you know BTS, they have this slogan called Bora Hey, which is like the other word for I love you for their fans. And the term is coined by one of their members, Taehyung, and Taehyung is often described as the most unique BTS member because his face is unique and his music taste is also unique. He is the only one in the group that loves old-fashioned music like Etta James, jazz, Bing Crosby, things like that. So he's very, very, very unique. So, and his voice, his vocal colors is also very rich and unique. So I think you are that kind of person. You don't fit into any mold, and so that's why it's kind of difficult for you to gain success. But your spirit guides is telling you to keep on going, to not give up. So what is it, this can you clarify what is this thing that pile number 2 loves to do? Like a card that represents, okay, the veil, the future. So I think you are ahead of your time. So what I mean is this. So for example, authors who love to write dystopian novels, they see ahead of their time. They see what this world is going to turn out like. They can envision it, almost like a spiritual thing. So I believe that authors who wrote dystopian novels, they got this kind of vision or ideas from the universe to write what this world, what our current world may turn into like 10, 20, 50 years from now. So you have like a strong intuition and strong connection with the universe, and you may have a vision or a third eye of what is it that the universe want to create through you. Okay, so I don't know what you are doing, but you prophesy through your art, through your work. Maybe you are a tarot reader, maybe you are an artist, maybe you are a songwriter, maybe you are an author, but what you write, what you produce, kind of prophesy what will become of humanity and the world if we keep going the way we are going right now. So it's like you send people some kind of warning, you awaken people with what you do. Okay, and I think you are very good at world building, like creating stories or creating like some kind of universe so that people can imagine what the world could or might turn into if the people in this age keep doing what they are doing right now. Night song, hidden talent. So maybe you have a talent to sing, but I think not literally singing your own song. And this is a red cardinal. So I don't know if they sing during the night or something, but when they chirp, it's like a sign of something. And red cardinal is often seen as a symbol or as a sign. So I may need to check the guidebook on it. Risk and reward. So you are blessed with knowledge ahead of your time. You are too advanced for people your age. And that comes with its own disadvantage, because sometimes being a genius has a curse because people will reject what you have to say. And we have joy, rejoicing in the present. So it means that I think the universe is trying to tell you repeatedly here, keep doing what you are doing, you are on the right track. Okay? But we are talking about rewards, so let's keep going. But you are on the right track, actually. This is something that you are meant to do. So I just want to know what a red cardinal represent here as the bottom of the deck energy. And especially since we have hidden talent, maybe you haven't used up all your talents. Maybe you need to do more or make it more like, maybe you are still shy sometimes to be a little bit too bold, but the universe says you need to be bolder. Actually, you need to say in your creation what you are supposed to say without restraint. Okay, without restraint. Night song. A bird singing at night is an unusual occurrence. So you are unusual, you are special. And those birds who are known as singers of the darkness are almost always considered sacred or frightening because they bring warnings. They bring warnings. So in the past, at Halloween time, a night that the veil between the worlds was said to be at its thinnest, these night birds were considered either omens or messenger of the gods. You are the messenger of the gods. You are the messenger of the gods to whatever you are doing. So, I think that's it. Just pull on. What is it that pile number 2 is doing actually? So the reason that you probably don't get material rewards or success is because people are not ready for what you have to give. They are not ready and they don't understand. But in times they will. So keep doing what you are doing. I think that's kind of a message, additional message from the universe. What is it that what is pile number 2's passion that seem to get nowhere even though they have? Yeah, see, I already suspect that this card will come up head. No, actually I thought that what will come out is Banshee, because Banshee, you know, they scream warnings when people are about to die. And at the bottom of the deck we have dream catcher. Dream catcher. So you have a really strong connection with the spirit, and you get messages from your dream, I guess. You get messages from your dream. And you have really strong psychic power. Hag. In folklore, a hag was an ugly old nightmare spirit. I think this is how the world see you, which is why maybe some of you have been literally cursed as old hag, just because you are different, just because you break convention, just because you break the mold. Often seen as malevolent in nature, but there are many varieties of hags. She is also depicted as a kind of fairy nature spirit or goddess who will shapeshift and appear in the form of a woman. As with the crone, she can either be helpful or malicious. In many cases, she is known to be a wise woman. The old age, with age comes wisdom. I think you are an old soul. You have been reincarnated many times, and this is like one of your life purpose. One of your soul purpose is the message of this card. As we grow, we learn. We mentally shapeshift into becoming the person we were destined to be. Those closest to you have been noticing this transformation in you in the recent months. You've been feeling the change as well. Embrace the new you, new earth. Don't be afraid to use the wisdom you have gained over the years to reinvent yourself if need be, or to show yourself to others in different light. So you are meant to, you are a bit similar like pile number 1, in that you are not meant to do this in just one way. Like maybe now you are doing it through songwriting, but maybe later you will dabble in writing books or painting or some kind of any other arts. But the purpose is still the same, to alert people of spiritual message, or to alert people of the future. Okay, so I want to ask why you are not why you cannot turn this into a full-time profession, why it doesn't get you nowhere. So I will start with the internal block, the whatever factor inside of you, internal factors that prevent you from gaining success, from doing what you love or what your soul calls you to do. What is their internal block for pile number 2 that keeps them from doing what they love as full-time profession? This is the 7 of Swords. I see this as insecurity and fear. So you see this woman, she's trying to escape because there are people who will capture her if they know that she's there. So this is the Haunted House Tarot. So I think you have been kind of, I don't want to say persecuted, but it's like a modern witch hunt in which people who are different are often censored. So the reason why you cannot make it big is that because the world is not ready for you and they see you as a threat. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have Judgment. Well, you are meant to stand out. You are meant to become a threat to people who are sleepwalking, metaphorically, people who have lost their sense of sensitivity, compassion, humanity, people who have become like dull by the everyday life, by money, by economy, by profit. It's like you are meant to stand out and do the opposite with whatever this is that you are doing. And the internal block is your fear, because and this is understandable, because if you keep doing what you are doing, like say for example you are an activist or an LGBTQ activist, it means that you will receive like death threats or threats to your family, and that's why you have to be careful and That's why you cannot gain, you cannot make this, turn this into a profession, because it's more like something you do for humanity rather than a career path. Okay. But we have the Chariot, so it's almost like a progression. So this is what you cannot see just yet. So if you keep doing this as best as you can, I think eventually people will understand, people will start to awaken, and you will be able to do this more openly. You know, it's like this butler or this driver opening the door of the Rolls Royce for you to get in and to, you know, to speed up, to do the things that you haven't been able to do in the open, so that you will come out in the open. People will get to know you. People will love you for what you do. See? You are going to manifest it. You are going to manifest it. You will be the goddess of death that will awaken a lot of people of the errors of their ways, of corruption. And by corruption, I don't mean like sin or something like that. I mean, you will awaken people of their ways of living that is not healthy for them spiritually, mentally, and physically. Okay. So what is their external block? What is keeping them from achieving their dream, from turning this into something they do full time? What is the external blocks to that for pile number 2, spirit guides? Oh, Emperor. Yeah. Government. See, you see, these people collect rare animals as trophy, and like you probably are against, you know, animal hunting, animal killing. You see the tusks of the elephants here. You don't agree with people with animal poaching. You don't agree with people killing animals that are almost extinct, but here the emperor collects them like a trophy. So the external block for you is a government. So you are a kind of an activist or a human rights activist in your own way, whether it's through writing, whether it's through your art, and you accept a lot of criticism and maybe resist. So how we can solve that? I'm just going to draw one more tarot card to see how can we resolve this issue. How can you get more people on your side and turn this, gain more support, more acknowledgement, more recognition from people who get you? How can we do that? Gian from Scarlet Serpent Tarot will discuss this in more detail, so check out his video down below in the description box. I'm just going to cover it briefly. So how we can resolve this block, how we can resolve these impediments, these blocks for pile number 2. How can we resolve? Yeah, at this time, I think the situation is not very conducive for you, because it will affect your job. Like if you keep doing this, maybe it will affect your sales, your job, because you are not doing what people in the authority want you to do. Okay. But with the Knight of Cups, this is almost like a guardian angel or an angel that comes to save you. So maybe this comes in the form of a soulmate, or this is kind of your spirit guides giving you an opportunity to be able to keep on going. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, this is the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So I think this is saying that now you should focus on yourself first, and the way will be open for you from by the universe. Okay. Yeah, there will be like it's like you have done what you can do. You have you have done the maximum that you can do. And so the universe wants you to just right now take care of yourself, take care of your mental, spiritual, physical health. And I think the karma for people who persecute you, it will come. And yeah, it's like you will receive help and support later on to free you from this fear, to free you from this inhibition or these blocks. Okay, so just I'm just going to draw a final advice from the universe. Final advice from the universe. Final advice for pile number 2 as to how they can make it work. How they can make their passion work. How they can get recognized for what they love to do, their talent, their soul calling. How they can get recognized and acknowledged for their soul calling. Oh, we have not for you. Nope. We have the fates. So yeah, I guess the universe will open a way for you. So don't be too stressed about it, and just do whatever you can without endangering yourself, and the universe will provide a way for you to get people to acknowledge you and appreciate you more. Okay, a leg up. See, a leg up means that there will be a soulmate, a friend who will give you a leg up or who will fund your activities. I wonder about this not for you though. I think this not for you means that at this time you are not supposed to try to outsmart the government or overthrow the government. Like if you are an activist or something, this is not the right time to overthrow the government. Wait for the right time and wait for people who God universe will send to you to help paving a better way for you. Okay, yeah, chaos and conflict at the bottom of the deck. So embrace this chaos, because I think you will see how the universe will help you, open a way for you if you stop worrying and just do whatever you feel called to do day by day, even if it means you have to pause and take care of yourself first. Serendipity, right? So there will be some good luck coming to you later, which will allow you to do this in a more in a bigger scale. Okay, one final message. For pile number 2, one final practical message on how they can make this thing work for them. One final message on how they can make this thing work for them, how they can be recognized or acknowledged for their passion. Oh. So we have 2, setting up parameters, assess your relationship and determine how they are aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationship. Yeah, so for some of you, you may need to move or relocate because the environment in which you are in doesn't support you or limit you or inhibit you from reaching your fullest potential. So maybe the government in your country, say you are an LGBTQ activist and you work in a country that is conservationist, so maybe you need to work in an international organization or move to a country that will allow you to promote gay rights in a better way. Like it will allow you to create in a way that is less restrained or less limited. Okay, so if your book is considered controversial, for example, in the country you live in, maybe you want to try publishing your book overseas. Or maybe this is also talking about your family. So if your family doesn't like what you are doing, maybe it's time for you to move out of the family house or set boundaries with them. And we also have replacing what was lost. You now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start anew. So there is a stress for the needing to rest and to bask in the love of the universe, because the universe wants to fill your cup, refill your cup. I think you have been feeling very drained and very disappointed, very desperate, and I think the universe wants you to just stay still for now and kind of refill your cup from the help that they will send you, so that you can get back up. Okay, replacing what was lost. You now have the opportunity to rejuvenate, start anew, create with a new perspective or outlook. So maybe you need to change your ways a little bit. For example, if you have been a hip-hop artist, maybe you need to mix it with a genre that is more mainstream, so that it will be more accepted and that you can impart your message through. Create with new perspective or outlook. This card may also indicate abundance on the horizon. So if you have been losing time, energy, money into doing this thing, it's like the universe will reward you and will replace the energy, the time, the money that you have lost, so that you will be kind of recharged. Okay, so that's for you, pile number 2. I hope this reading resonates. I hope it helps. Don't forget to check Gian's reading down below in the description box. Hopefully it will give you even more information on how you can make your passion, your dream come true. Okay, so thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. So if you chose this red string pouch with the lucky turtle, oh, where's the turtle? Oh my god, there should be a golden turtle here, but it's missing. I wonder whether it's inside. Yeah, it's inside. There you go. There's the golden turtle. So if you pick or feel drawn to this pile, this is going to be your reading on why following your passion, following your heart's calling doesn't work, or doesn't bring you anywhere, or doesn't bring you the acknowledgement, recognition, any rewards that you deserve. Okay, why it seems following your passion seems like just a waste of time for you. Okay, so let's see the problem. But first of all, we are going to check out what is this thing that you are so passionate about, that you want to turn into something that you do full time, and which you want to get recognition from, or which you hope will be your source of living or income. So I got the idea to do this reading with Gian from Scarlet Serpent Tarot, because we think that this topic is not covered enough, because there are a lot of people who have been like following the spiritual people who says that if you follow your joy, you will get recognition and abundance in time. But maybe you have been doing this for a while and you don't see any results, so you wonder whether it's whether you are not in the wrong path, or yeah. So first of all, let's get you some 5 check so that you know this is your pile. So for pile number 3, Spirit Guides, God, Universe, what is this thing they are passionate about that doesn't seem to bring them nowhere and feels like just a waste of time for them? What is this thing that they are passionate about that they have waste time and money and energy on but doesn't get nowhere? Star family, you are part of a team of soul call in support. So This card not only gives you an idea of what you may be interested in, but it gives you an advice as well. You need support. You are not meant to do this alone. Okay? So this is a group thing. So maybe you are meant to work with other people to manifest this thing. But what is this thing actually? So let's see. I think there is another card that flipped or not. What is this thing? What is this thing they are passionate about, Spirit? Just so that they know that this is their pile. I think whatever it is that you are passionate about, you will know that this is really for you if you feel a lot better, or if you feel most passionate when doing it with somebody else instead of alone. Okay? I don't know what that is. What is this thing they are passionate about? For pile number 3, red string pouch. Oh. Spirit guides. Healing work. So maybe a lot of you are like really in spiritual work. You probably are a yoga teacher, and you are doing spiritual healing, Reiki, things like that. And you cannot do this alone. You need staff. You need a team in order for you to make this big. Okay? This healing can also mean that you need to heal yourself first before you can heal others. Yeah, passion at the bottom of the deck. Dreams, prosperity. You want to help people reach their highest potential through healing them from their inner wounds that prevents them from doing that. Okay? Let me see. Let me get into more specific, in case you feel like you don't resonate. You can also choose another pile if you don't feel like this is you. What is this? What is this that pile number 3 is doing? What is their passion that they want to make big? What is this passion that they want to turn into a full-time thing? But so far, ooh, that one flew out. Toad. So I think from this deck, toad is considered as one ingredient of a witch potion. So that has to do with healing as well. Witch hat, yeah. Witch bottle, yeah. You are creating a potion, but not to, of course, not to kill people, but to heal people. So let's see what this guidebook says about toad. For thousands of years, frogs and toads have been associated with myths, folklore, magic. Many of these myths portray them as demon creatures. Some cultures, however, view them as in positive light and saw them as representative of good fortune, protection, rain, fertility, changing bad luck into good. Maybe some of you are midwives, or maybe you specialize in holistic healing. Toads sometimes symbolize resurrection and higher stage of spiritual awakening. Toads figure as a guardian of treasure. When this card appears in a reading, you may be experiencing change in your life. The change might be in regards to how you live your life, but can also be of spiritual nature. So you help people through in changing their life for the better, in healing their wounds, in leading a more holistic, healthier life. Yeah, things like that. Okay. Just want to clarify. Please clarify star family. Ace of Swords, yes, you give people new knowledge about themselves, about how they should fix their life. And it's also, to me, sometimes feels like a surgeon's blade. What do you call it? Knife? I don't know. But whatever it is that they use to perform surgery. So your job is to heal and, yeah, heal people through words, through wisdom, through telling them the truth. Some of you probably are counselors, and so you need team because you cannot do this alone. Maybe you have been like, maybe you need healing yourself. So doing this as a one-man show is not going to work very well. Like, you need a group of soul tribe to help. Clarify, spirit guides. The lovers. Well, I think this naked back is safe because it doesn't show boobies or anything. Yeah, the lovers. So spirit guides, the lovers. I think this means soul tribe. I don't know why. Yeah, I think this means soul tribe. Like, you are meant to do this with somebody else. I think I will just cover it just in case. Too big. Oh, whatever. Right, so you are meant to do this with someone else. Yeah, it's like you have been doing too much and now you are just burnt out. And maybe you have other job as well. So yeah, in order to make this big, you need a team. Clarify healing. Oops. The sun. I think you yourself need to take care of your own health, take care of your mental health and well-being, and resolve some childhood wounds or parental wounds before you can heal other people. Okay. Clarify thought. Page of Cups. Yeah. It's like you heal people through encouraging words or by healing their inner child, things like that. So that's what you do. If you resonate with that, then that is your pile. So let's see, what is the internal block that keep you from making this into a success? Why your effort has not been successful? Why pile number 3 cannot turn their passion into something tangible? What is the internal block that they have that prevent them from doing that? What is the internal block that they have? Internal block, please, spirit guides. Internal block. Pile number 3. What is the internal block that's keep? Oh, the SAR. I need to cover that, definitely. Yeah, I think this means that you should heal yourself. You should rejuvenate yourself. I think there is a lot in your internal work that you feel ashamed of. Like, maybe you feel ashamed of doing this. Maybe you feel insecure. Maybe you feel like a lot of doubts. And you need somebody, or you need a team or soulmate or soul tribe or just spirit guides to make you believe in yourself again, that you can do this. And for me, in order for you to pour healing to other people, you also need to pour water in your own garden. I don't know. I know that it's not a conventional interpretation of the star cards, but yeah, I think you need to pour into yourself the same way you need to pour into others. So maybe you have been burned with passion to do things for other people that you neglect yourself. And maybe sometimes the way you go about things is not practical, so you need to review your methods of like if this is a business, a holistic healing business, for example. It's like you need to you need people to help you do the marketing. You need to review how you market your business and things. So what is the let me clarify the star card first about the internal block. Ace of Wands. Yeah, you need innovation, new ways of making your service or whatever this is that you want to offer or to share with the world, fresh and new and interesting. So you need to get a little bit creative, and you can ask your spirit guide to give you an idea. Okay, so what is the external block that prevents them from manifesting this passion into something tangible, to something that actually get recognition that it deserves? We have the Page of Wands, we have the Six of Swords, external factor that blocks you. I think sometimes you self-sabotage yourself, like you get an idea that actually you can turn into something that people will love, but it's like you feel that it is too controversial, or that it will not be accepted well, so you kind of put that on the side. You know, you put that on the side. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. So I think sometimes you are afraid to come out of your comfort zone. So you know what you want to do, but it's like executing it is a problem. And that's why you need healing. I think you lead a double life. Like, you have a family business, you have a traditional family role, traditional job that pays you well, and you want to do this, but it's like your logic keeps telling you you can do that later in later life, and so you postpone it again and again and again. Yeah, you need some kind of encouragement. I think this is like a childhood dream of yours, and you just need someone to lift you up and give you encouragement to do this. You need support. You need moral, emotional support from people. And you need to kind of learn how to do this kind of business. Can we clarify the Six of Swords? Clarify the Six of Swords. Yeah, this is like you being satisfied with what you have, or you need people who celebrate your achievements. And I think this is also saying that you have been doing this alone and you don't feel confident about it. That's why you feel like maybe I should shelf the project. But what you need is support. Support from people, like-minded people who share the same passion as you. Again, teamwork. Soul family, soul tribe. And I don't know, but for once is also the card of marriage, wedding, celebration. So maybe you are afraid that doing this will disrupt your perfect life. I don't know, maybe for some of you. So Page of Wands, clarify the Page of Wands. Why Page of Wands is a block, external block, the moon. Again, I need to cover this. Need to cover the titties. I think you are afraid that this idea will be like a deal breaker. Is that how you say it? It's like you are afraid that by taking this idea and trying to make it come true, it will risk you losing what you have. So you have doubts about it. You have doubts as to whether I should do this, whether this is the right thing to do. And yeah, we have the Three of Swords. So your external block is maybe people around you making you believe that this is a mistake, that this is not something that you should do. But it makes your heart bleed, which means that this is really something that your heart and your soul really wants to do, and it's up to you to decide. Yeah, you are this Queen of Wands. You heal people through maybe your creativity, your like you have so many ideas, creative ideas that will bring smile to people's faces. But yeah, you prefer to stay in your comfort zone. And you feel a little bit overwhelmed, which is why you need a team. So how we can resolve this, Spirit guides? How we can resolve this so that pile number 3 can turn their passion into success? Knight of Pentacles, plan. You have to ground your ideas in reality, which is why you need a team. So if you are someone who is like, you are good in creative ideas, but you don't know how to market it, you need someone to market it, you need someone to do your budgeting. Like if you want to open some kind of a holistic business, this can also be, I don't know, but because of this, there is the sun with the baby, I think some of you maybe are baby photographers. Like I saw in YouTube that there are baby photographers who specialize in actually taking pictures of infants who die not long after their birth, so that their family can celebrate their short life. That is also part of this healing service. So it helps parents to face their grief of losing their infants, and help them to kind of remember the short time that they have with them. So maybe some of you are baby photographers or things like that, and you need team to market your business, to do your job when you cannot handle the clients yourself. Okay. Five of Cups, King of Pentacles, and Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's like there are some aspect of this thing that you don't like, the marketing, the licensing of business and stuff, and it brings you grief. Maybe there are also some emotional aspect, like this may be emotionally taxing. So that's why you need help. You need solid support, especially financially, so that you will not be too stressed, and you will be able to do that with precision, with clear mind, and with enjoyment, okay, without burden. Okay, so let's go to your final advice. Final advice for pile number 3, please, on how they can turn this passion into reality. How they can turn their passion into something that is tangible, something that is recognized, something that is rewarding. for pile number 3, red string pouch, how can they turn their passion into something rewarding, not just for other people but also for them? How they can turn this into something rewarding? Safe and surrounded by love. Again, support. Call in support. That is your first card. Call in support from people who share your vision. Keep your heart open and know you are being protected. Listen to what you know to be true. And yeah, again, this is assuring you that you are on the right path. Allow yourself to see and understand what's going on around you. So maybe you, all this time you have been like one-man show. You don't bother to ask for help. And now you are being asked to look around and seek help, seek opportunities. Maybe you can, if you are a baby photographer, maybe you can start as an intern for a more famous baby photographer, and then you can start your own business. Okay, is there any other messages, last messages for pile number 3 on how to make their passion into reality? Ooh. No, we don't want that. Last messages for pile number 3. Polite declaration. You can move in whatever direction you need to accomplish your goal. It is time for you to get out there, claim what is yours, and stay in your power. Yeah, this is like making your getting yourself out there, but not in a confrontational way. And what I mean by that is try not to push your service on people's faces like, you know, hard marketing or things like that, like spamming people. Like, don't do that. Do it by like word of mouth. So start by promoting your services to friends, and then your friends will tell other friends who will tell other friends, and then you will get famous by word of mouth. So promote, but take it slow and like do it naturally. Okay. I don't know how else I can explain that, but I hope you get what I mean. So yeah, I guess that's it for you, pile number 3. I think your pile is the most straightforward of all the 3 piles, and I'm so glad for that. So I hope you I hope this reading helps you. And if you want to know how to make this how exactly you can turn your passion into a reality, your dream into a reality, you can check out Gian's reading down below in the description box. I will put the link down there, so check out his video as well. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to book a personal reading, my details are down below in the description box as well. And until next time, bye.